Okay, welcome back. So in earlier video, we showed you how to use some nested groups, one with a luminosity mask for shadows, one with luminosity mask for highlights. And then therefore you could create pretty adjustable luminosity mask for midtones. But each time you want one, you've got to go through quite a few steps. So let's make that into an action now. So we'll use this image here from Badlands National Park and make an action for that. So incidentally, I've made this into a video because I like using actions, and I was having a really hard time creating an action that would do this. And I wound up finding that were just specific steps that would make this work. And I wanted to put that out there for y'all. If you wanted to make this into an action for yourself, this would be the way to do it. The other ways I've tried, they don't work, but this works really well. So to get started, we'll click on the Actions tab. Notice I'm actually inside my luminosity mask. We're going to make a new style of luminosity mask here. To do so, we'll click this little plus symbol, which will add a new action into this group of actions called luminosity masks. And let's call this something like Midtone masks via groups. Via groups. Yes, I'm thumping on the keyboard, or so it sounds to y'all. Okay, we're going to hit the record button and then click back on the Layers tab. We're going to start off by creating a layer we might use. We can basically use any layer inside of this midtone mask, but one that we often use, we'll start with for right now, is a curves adjustment layer. So we'll click on and choose a curves adjustment layer. With that selected, I want to put that into a group. The way to do this would be to hold the Control key down. That would be Command in Mac, and press the letter G. And then double tap into the text area so we can maybe rename that and call it something like Protect Highlights. And then I'm going to click just outside on the gray area. And I want to make a mask here based upon luminosity. So to make a selection in the image first based on luminosity, I'll hold the Control key down and Alt key down. Again, we covered this in a previous video. While holding those keys down, it'd be Command Option in Macworld. I will then press the number 2. We see the selection now in the image, and when I click on the little button down here to make a mask, it will make the mask based upon that luminosity mask or luminosity selection. Now, I want this particular group to protect the highlights, so I need to invert that mask. I can go Control I or run right up here and click this little button that says Invert. Now, this group needs to be nested inside of a group that is protecting the shadows. So once again, we're going to hold the Control or Command key down and press the letter G. So now we've created a new group with the Protect Highlights group nested inside of it. I want to rename this group, so I'm going to double tap into the text typing area here, and we're going to call it Protect Shadows. And then I'll click just outside of here, and I need to make a luminosity selection one more time. So I'm holding the Control and Alt key down, Command Option, pressing the number 2, and then I will come down here and click the Add a Mask button, which will make a mask based upon that selection. And as we can see, looking at the little thumbnail of the mask, the deepest, darkest areas are protected by that mask, the black areas of the mask. So that is going to protect the shadows from whatever's going on down over here. Whatever we do here is going to protect the highlights, and then this layer here is going to protect these shadows. But I'd like to contain this all in one group above this that then we can control regionally where things are going on. So we'll hold the control or command key down one more time and press the letter G. And then we're going to rename this group, and we're going to call it Midtone Mask Group. We'll just click on the outside of that, and we're going to add a mask, just a mask, a pure white mask to it, so that later on, if we want to mask something off, we can do it. We have the control to do so. We don't have to, but we have the option to. That's all there is to that. So at this point in time, we need to go back to the Actions tab. So we'll click up here on the Actions tab, and then run down to this button that says Stop. And then we need to save these adjustments. So we'll go ahead and click on Save, or save this action, I should save. Yes, click Save. And then let's go back out to the Layers palette. Let's throw this away. We'll just close it up and throw this whole group away. And let's see if it works. We'll go ahead and click on the Actions tab again. Midtone masks via groups. We'll click on it once and it just ran. Let's see if it looks like we think it should look. Okay, there it is. Let's test this a couple of ways. I'm going to throw this one away again. Let's do a starting point that's a little different. What if we started here? After we build this, we just want to make sure we test our actions in a variety of ways. So we'll go ahead and play it by clicking on it. And yep, it's right above. That group is still there, so this is right above there. Perfect. Let's throw this away and let's try it again. So let's do it this way. Let's see if we can put that inside the group. Let's say we wanted to put it right here between these two for whatever reason. I can't give you a reason now, but let's just see if it'll work. And we'll play it. And we'll come back to here. Yeah, there we go. Between that channel mixer layer and that brightness and contrast layer, we've put this little midtone mask group. So this is working the way we want it to. We have now created a one button push action that gives us this really powerful midtone mask, where we can then adjust by adjusting these masks here. We can actually adjust what midtones are being impacted by whatever's happening on these layers that are down inside this final group called Protect Highlights. Let's come up and just make a quick adjustment. So we might want to open up the highlights, or pardon me, open up the midtones just a little bit without impacting either the shadows or the very brights. All right, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this and found creating this action useful. See you next time.
Ooh, that was interesting.